Okay doodles, out on another Grom expedition. Not ridden all week, weather's been a bit tom-tit, hasn't it? Quick break in the weather for an hour this evening, so I thought I'd try and get out and a quick run round. As usual, that probably involves stopping somewhere to put fuel in, because why wouldn't it? She's so lovely, she's so lovely, she's so lovely. Do 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 bong, do 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 bong. I was watching a YouTube before, and it was I think it was Spicy 110. Yeah, it was. And he was talking about aliens, and I have no idea how he ended up on the subject of aliens, mind. For a YouTube video, but he did. And it got cut off before I managed to finish watching and see what his conclusion was. Some rubbish was starting, I suppose, on TV. And, yeah, aliens, I don't know. I think it would be foolish to think in the cosmos and everything else the size of ours and all the nebulas and planets and stars and everything else about. It would be a bit foolish to presume we're the only, let's call ourselves intelligent life for a minute. We're the only intelligent life on a planet. You think be it the Big Bang, be it evolution, be it God, if that's what you'd like to believe in, which one of those it is that started the old animal kingdom that became the human race. Why is it not feasible that happened somewhere else? I think it's very feasible it happened somewhere else, to be honest. I think it's quite likely. Am I a big, do I buy into the whole Roswell crash and alien autopsy and all that malarkey? I suppose it's possible. Again, it would be, we've got spacecraft going up and about, and it's feasible we only get to hear about the ones we get to hear about. What happens if there's all sorts of others that go up there to do other stuff? Oh, other stuff. Secret government shit, you know. And we're spying on other things, or we go and visit other planets that we don't know about yet. Because let's get back to, so we once visited the moon, you know. Another controversial topic, I'll grant you. I think people have views on, did we, didn't we? If you believe we did, then we did. Where have we visited since? Nowhere really. We're a bit rubbish, aren't we? We put all that effort into going to the moon and mooching round it and eventually landing on it. Which is great. Why not? Only to say, oh, we've done that. Yeah, we know there's other planets about, but we can't be bothered visiting them. They all look a bit rubbish. What did they expect on the moon? To be made of cheese? What made that the most interesting place to go and visit? Yeah, so anyway, the aliens, where were we? chatting about aliens, and then I thought I'd just do a quick walk around on the Grom. Go back to the aliens. What do you think? I think it's a distinct possibility. Do I think they're knocking around all the time? Maybe. Do I think David Icke knows them personally and they're all lizards? Probably not. I mean, what you'd expect is this alien race to come down and infiltrate sort of your top positions, your governments, your police forces and everything else. So this hyper intelligent race that's further along the evolutionary path than us, and is visiting other planets and, you know, sending down these people to come and infiltrate, for want of a better expression. What worries me then is what you're saying is that this intelligent race infiltrated the Conservative Party, or Labour at the moment, come to that point, and the top people in that party are actually aliens. Well, forgive me, but I don't see any of the people at the tops of those parties being able to pilot a spaceship. Corbyn can hardly ride a bike, and Theresa May, even the wheels have come off her things, you know. So are they amongst us? Maybe. Are they infiltrating the higher echelons of our governments and services? Again, I kind of doubt it. And you know, you watch all the films, they'd visit America first anyway, wouldn't they? Because they always go to America first. Aliens always go to America. Not often they pop into Russia. First contact is hardly ever with Vlad. Quite often with some, I don't know, Southern Louisiana gentleman or something. Or the president. Now, you see, there we go, case in point. So if aliens came down and thought, tell you what, we've been watching their telly, they have this president over here in the States, it's a big old landmass, let's go and visit them. And we'll land on the White House garden and wander in our spacesuits, and with Spot the multi-legged, whatever he is, octofluff dog, or whatever alien pets they have, and they rock up and they knock on the door, and the Donald answers, and they look at the Donald's hair and shoot him, because they assume it's the plot from a Sigourney Weaver movie that they've been watching, and that's sitting on his head, one of the bad aliens, not like them. We can imagine how a chat with the Donald would go. So we are with this alien race, we're coming down, you know, what do you know, what do you see, what do you say, how's things, Donald? Yeah, that's, I don't know. I fear for the future of the human race. If aliens come down tomorrow and say, take me to your leaders, and we wheel out, you know, Donald Trump, Theresa May, Jeremy Corbyn. Yeah, what, I don't know, perhaps they'd leave us technology to euthanize politicians. Perhaps that would be their gift to humanity. Well, yeah, we came, we saw, we see what's going on there. Have one of these things. It gets rid of unwanted parasites in government office. It's like a bug zapper. The Donald walks up to it and only hears, and the Donald gets fried. But do I think they maybe hover about above us and have a look and occasionally pop down and steal a cow to examine and stuff? Yeah, maybe, why not? And who says we're not doing exactly the same, we just don't know about it? I mean, Christ almighty, you watch BBC News, you wouldn't know half the things that were going on in the world, would you? Because they don't really put them on. So again, we're back to that naivety rating of us understanding what our own government is up to to understand whether aliens are here and whether we'd hear about them if they were. I don't know. But given the number of, let's break it down. Given the number of motor vehicles on the road and the number of them that are covered by a third-party breakdown insurance with the RAC or the AA or something of that ilk. Because even though they're reasonably well-made modern pieces of equipment, things do break down. Then the odd alien probably had a breakdown every now and again. Crashed at Roswell. If there was much interested in now though in the old alien thing. Or Gen Z's into aliens. I think they're more into embracing aliens into your country. But I don't think they mean from other planets, I think they just mean from sort of like Spain and that. So aliens, I'm open to the concept of aliens. I think aliens have probably visited. I would like to hope our space journey is a lot more advanced than we let on, and we're also doing things like looking for suitable alternative homelands for when China just keep polluting the atmosphere. My card costs me hundreds of pounds a year to road tax now, because that's good for the environment. And yeah, China seems to like stuff toys out of medical waste and get away with it, so there you go. But China, we're in China and we've got a bit of Donald in our minds already, so it would seem that the Donald and his big business league don't like anyone impeaching on their ability to make money. So Apple's profits have been dropping of late. So rather than force them to come up with something new and unusual, and say, look, everyone's fed up with the same iPhone, what good's that? So rather than doing that and being innovative, what have they done? They've looked at the market and gone, well, where's all the money going that we used to make? And it's Huawei, whatever it is, and their range of mobile phones. Now, somewhere we've decided that the Chinese corporation of Huawei are spying on everybody, the Americans in particular, and bugging these phones to report back exactly what you say, do, and everything else. So the Donald has said, American companies, you're not allowed to deal with them anymore. So Google, no more helping them out with the OS for their phones. They can't get hold of Gorilla Glass and all sorts of weird stuff's been imposed on them. So basically they're not competitive because no one will buy their kit anymore because it's not mainstream. What's up with that, you say? It's kind of protecting your home interests. Donald's keeping jobs for Americans. Yeah, no, he's not though, is he? Because where's your Apple phone made? Foxconn technology in China. So the same guys that are building these other phones, they're building your Apple iPhones. So if there really is spying going on, surely they've not just started doing it, surely they've been doing it a while. And I've had this technology in the best-selling phone for decades, the Apple iPhone. Why would they not? They will have done. But while on the subject, he said to Google, you can't deal with these folks anymore because they spy on us. Oh my God, how does Google make its money? Does it make it by you going onto the Google search engine and searching for stuff? A little bit. But probably not in the way you think. It's mining your data. It knows everything you've ever searched for. It knows every voice command you've ever used. It knows everything you've ever asked your Google Home Mini. And when you sign the licensing agreement to use these things, you say to them, yeah, do what you like. Record me. Save my voice. Sell all my details to whoever you like. Let them know that I like eating baked beans in the nude while watching Fatima Whitbread and grease up a shot put. And it all goes in a database. And then the people who are making Fatima Whitbread greasing up shot put porn know who their target audience is. It's probably a very narrow audience, and I've probably given away one of my fantasies. Only kidding. It's not Fatima Whitbread. But you know what I mean? So it's on the one hand, we're naive enough to think, oh, Donald's doing the right thing here. What he's doing is keeping American jobs in America. No, he's not. He's keeping a big American corporation happy by letting them use slave labour in China and make a profit by doing away with the competition. Under the guise of keeping your data safe, whilst allowing one of the other biggest corporations, of Google, to mine your data with impeachment. I'm not entirely sure which one worries me more, and I suspect it's what Google do. I don't know what the Chinese would do with my Fatima Whitbread type data. I don't see how it helps them in their global domination. But I see how Google, knowing that I do a lot of searches for Grom MSX or Grom, means they can probably target me with adverts that will interest me, or might interest me, or will interest me. As we go to aliens to Apple, I was via the Donald. The Donald's in on everything, isn't he? And that's about it, folks. That's it for this evening. Hope you've enjoyed gromming about with me tonight. But it changed to be out in the later evening. See if we can get out again tomorrow, have a mooch round. But yeah. The topics of conversation have been varied and interesting. If you've got anything you'd like to suggest, within reason, keep it PG, you know what I mean? I'll have a go. Other than that, feel free to like. Thumbs up are always goodies. Comment. Always welcome them as well. There's a few lately, some good ones. And subscribe if you're not already. Helps me out, it knows people are interested in watching. And if you're interested, I'll keep doing it. And if you're not, I'll keep doing it anyway just to annoy you. But that's it, thanks for gromming about with me tonight, doodles. Catch you next time. Cheers.